All right, let's get right into it. If you've ever looked at your ClickUp workspace and felt like you're staring at a digital junk drawer instead of a high-powered command center, well, you are in exactly the right place. We are going to talk about how to take that chaos and turn it into a sleek, automated system that's ready for 2026 and way beyond.
And this quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? This is the core problem. We all start out with these great intentions, but somehow our workspace just explodes into this massive sprawl of tasks and endless notifications. It is a super common trap, but believe me, it's one we are absolutely going to climb out of.
So here's the game plan. First up, we're going to pinpoint the productivity trap that so many people fall into. Then, and this is crucial, we're going to fix the very foundation, your hierarchy. After that, we get to the fun stuff, building an automated command center. And finally, we'll connect it all to the one thing that really matters, making you more profitable.
Okay, let's start with the big one, the thing that holds almost everyone back, the ClickUp productivity trap. This is where teams get bogged down, often without even knowing why.
You know, the key concept here is something called hierarchy debt. This is, without a doubt, the #1 productivity killer in ClickUp. So here's a test for you. Open your sidebar right now. If it looks like a never-ending grocery list of different spaces, you're in debt. It means work is getting lost, reporting is a total nightmare, and you've basically already lost control of the system.
So how do we get out of that debt? We have to go back to basics and build a really disciplined, lean architecture. I want you to think of this as the concrete foundation of your house. If you get this part right, everything else we build on top of it becomes so much easier.
And this slide right here is the fundamental rule change. You have to stop creating spaces for everything. From now on, you only create a new space when a department needs totally different features or click apps, like your engineering team needs sprints, but marketing needs time tracking. For literally everything else, every single client, every major project, you use a folder. This one simple change is what finally lets you see everything in one clean, aggregated view.
And this is why we call it the golden rule. Using a folder for every client isn't just about being neat. It's the secret sauce that makes things like unified Gantt charts and portfolio health tracking actually work without any headaches. Plus, and this is the really forward-thinking part, as we start using AI tools more and more, they need a clean source of truth to work from. A messy hierarchy is just feeding them junk data.
All right, now that we have that clean foundation in place, we can build something truly powerful on top of it. It's time to build your automated command center. This is where we shift from just getting organized to getting things done. Your dashboard shouldn't just be a random collection of charts. It needs to tell you a story, instantly. And that story follows this inverted pyramid. Top left, always, are your blockers. Seriously, if that number isn't 0, nothing else on the screen matters. Then, you glance at your overall portfolio health, check on individual workloads, and finally, you look for what I call the lurkers. Those tasks that haven't been touched in a week. Those are the silent project killers.
Now let's talk about my favorite thing, automation. You know, one of the single biggest bottlenecks for any service-based business is just waiting for client feedback. We're going to build something to solve what I call approval purgatory.
And here's the beautifully simple 3-step recipe to escape that purgatory. When a task status flips to client review, bam, an email or Slack message automatically goes out. But here's the real magic, the escalation. If there's no response in 48 hours, another automation kicks in. It tags the account manager and bumps the priority to high. This creates accountability without you having to chase a single person down. It's brilliant.
And you know, it gets even smarter. With tools like ClickUp Brain, you can go way beyond simple triggers. You can actually teach the AI logic like this. The AI can read the intent of a new task. It understands urgency. And it can route that task to the right person with the right priority before a human even has to look at it. It's like having a virtual traffic controller for all your work.
Okay, this all brings us to the final and maybe most important section, turning your project management tool from just another expense into a legitimate profit engine for your business.
Let's just be crystal clear on this one point. Being busy does not mean you're profitable. They are not the same thing. True profitability comes from having real-time visibility into your margins on every single task. We've got to stop waiting for that end-of-the-month spreadsheet, because by then, it's already too late.
And the best part is you can build this calculator right into ClickUp. It's just a simple formula with a few custom fields. You put in the hourly rate, you track the time, which you should be doing anyway, you add any direct expenses, and boom,
You can see your profit right there in real time. If that number starts to dip, you know about it today.
Okay, so let's apply that same data-driven thinking to another area that's usually way too fuzzy: risk management. Come on, we've all seen those useless risk labels, right? Low, medium, high. What does that even mean? It's completely subjective. What we need is a number.
And look how easy this is to set up. You just create 2 drop-down fields, one for likelihood and one for impact, each with a scale from 1 to 5. Then a formula field multiplies them to give you a quantitative risk score. And the best part? You build an automation on it. Any score over, say, 19 automatically pings leadership. It makes your risk management proactive instead of reactive.
And here is just a perfect example of an automation that directly protects your bottom line. This is how you stop scope creep from becoming a profit leak. Think about it. If your team is 90% of the way through the budget, but only halfway through the work, this automation sends up a flare on a Tuesday, not on the last day of the month when the money's already gone.
So, after all of this, it really comes down to one simple thing. The tool can do it. The features are there, the AI is there, the automation power is absolutely there. The real question isn't about ClickUp, it's about us. Do we have the discipline to create a clean architecture and, more importantly, to stick to it? Because that, right there, is the difference between a tool that just adds to the chaos and one that gives you complete and total command.